Right, hi, it's Andrew from... Oh, hang on. Hey, yeah, it's me. And look at this. I've got a beast here. So, we're going to do a little unboxing. Because I haven't done one for a while. And you know what's in it, right? Because of the title of the video. You have to put the titles on. So I can't really pretend it's going to be a surprise. So this has been under the police truck, mostly. This is going to get improved and it turned into a Land Rover. There's a British thing going on, the Range Rover obviously, and then this is going to be a sort of Land Rover D130, I think they're called. So it's going to have a Landie cab, and it's going to have a sort of load bay. So it's a single cab with a load bay facility to kind of reach the 313mm wheelbase of the chassis. I don't know how it's going to work out, because in truth the Land Rover is narrower than a traditional SCX10 chassis would cater for, and probably a D110, the station wagon version, is longer anyway, probably, than the 313 should be. Hence 324mm chassis would be best. So it's going to be a bit of a kind of cobbled together thing. So what I've got in here is the Team Raffy Boom Racing Land Rover kit, which I'll show you, the shell, I should say. And I've also got some new axles, I hope, because these SCX10 axles, original SCX10 axles, are huge, huge great pumpkins on them, and really do limit the truck's performance. So I wanted to get these axles off this truck, so I've got some rather special ones, okay, which we're going to have a look at as well, specifically for the Land Rover. So let's get into this without further ado. And so yeah, the next up, I have the main attraction, and then we have something cheeky, and then free gifts. And we can get rid of that, put that over there, get rid of this, I can follow it. Alright, so that was exciting, wasn't it? So let's have a look, one thing at a time, please, one thing at a time, if you will. That's the one that I've gone for. So it is the D90. Yes, I know it's too short and it won't fit the chassis, I know, but I have a plan. Wouldn't be me if it just fitted together, would it? Let me just have a little look and see what this is. So $89, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. I've never had one of these. Oh, sorry, there's the mic. I've never had one of these, so I don't really know what to expect. So this really is a trip into the unknown. But it is a rather nice stout box. Ooh, and look, see, it's all nicely kind of presented. Look at this colour thing. So yeah, so okay, there you go. Right, it's the pickup version, because of course I know it's going to be too short for the chassis. So if I can separate the two parts, the cab and the flatbed, then it will become the right length, will it not? And the idea is I'm going to make something in the middle. I was mulling over the idea of having just a pure flatbed, just making a simple flatbed, or maybe getting one from another truck, like the C8, the King Kong flatbeds. They do quite a lot of cheap flatbeds, quite well detailed ones. So something like that is an option still. But it crossed my mind the other day, this comes with a flatbed, it comes with a Land Rover flatbed, so all I need to do is stretch it. And that's where I'm thinking I might make a little bit of styrene up and make a kind of touring canopy. Because what I really, really want is a touring truck, like an Australian Outback ute with a canopy on. Didn't want an LC70, because Steve's got one, beautiful thing, but he's got one, so it's not a lot of surprises what that would be. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So it's going to be a Land Rover version, stretched with a styrene canopy build, or something. I'll come to that. There's something that is still up in the air. But yeah. Oh, the door cards look very familiar. They're the same ones that I've put in the Range Rover, or will be putting in the Range Rover, until it goes over a rock and they snap out or something like that. But yeah, so that's quite exciting. $89, I still can't believe it. Right, you get the full thing, you get all the seats, the interior, nice set of stickers as well. Lots of bits. Look at this. All this stuff. Right. Oh yes, I think I knew it was one piece. I think I knew, but I may not have done. $89, and I'm still finding bags. Look at all this stuff. $89. It's crazy. Some metal bits, magnets. 89. Okay, I won't say anymore. $89 for all this stuff. There are bargains to be had in this hobby still. Thank God. You know, Terry's lusting after the Traxxas Bronco, right? It's £500 plus in the UK, and all of this is like 60, 70 quid. Where's the rest of that 430 quid? Where do you get that? What do you get for that? I mean, okay, you need a chassis, I get that, but I can't pay that kind of money for that kind of thing anymore. Anyhow, we digress. So, yes, I think I knew it was all one piece, but I think secretly in my mind just now I was hoping it was going to be two pieces, with this being the joint. So, anyway, let's press on. I'm obviously going to have to cut this, which is, you'd have to chop it, right? In the real thing, you'd have to chop it. And indeed, I think the D130s, the proper D110 pickups, they have a kind of separate, you know, it's not a one piece side. I could be wrong, but I think. Anyhow, so I'm going to have to chop this clearly. So the idea is, as I say, let's get this where you can see it. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see what you're seeing. I don't even know where my glasses are anymore. Probably buried them, sitting on them or something. Anyway, so yeah, so there's going to have to be, you know, that's not too shabby, is it? Look at that, with these quite fat G-made wheels on. They don't stick out too far, do they? And there's fenders in here somewhere. Here they are. I saw them. Oh, I can't. I'm not going to open the bag because I can't close it. But that's not too shabby, you know. That's not too shabby. I thought this would be much narrower, that's an interesting point. Anyway, yeah. So there's going to have to be a little bit of a chop done because I'm about that far out, too long. So that's fine. So if I cut that, there's the where did I see the big roof bit? Oh, can't see for looking, right? So that is the big roof bit that's going to sit on there. So I'm going to have to cut this where the roof comes down and move it back. And yeah, I'm going to move it back about an inch, I think. Looks by my, professionally calibrated eye, I'm going to say that's about an inch back, which is kind of cool. An inch, yeah. I'm going to have plenty of room to make a little sort of like a set of toolboxes, a styrene kind of toolbox canopy thing, and still retain the back of the Landie, which is be obviously out here somewhere, with the Landie tail lights and the bumper will still theoretically fit, or I could just leave this one on. Yeah, I think that's pretty doable. I'll just have a tidying up thing to do here. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. How am I going to make the sides look? Yeah. Anyway, it's not going to be without its challenges. Let's be honest. It wouldn't be a project of mine if it was easy. But I'm liking that. That's not too bad at all. I thought that this shell would be way narrower than that. That's what I was thinking. Right, so I was going to have the wheels sticking out like a Capra or something crazy. Right, I like all that. So what else have I got? Well, it's a Land Rover. So the idea, so of course, oh my, yeah, Dean's connectors, brilliant. Seriously, they were the most useful free gift. Now, I've not been one to bicker about getting a free gift with an $89 array of kit here. Yeah, but Dean's connectors, really. Anyway, some headlight guards. Now, I might be cheeky and put these on the Range Rover. I don't know, but they're to go on the front there. Obviously, headlight guards. So you know where the headlights go, right? You can imagine it's going to. You know, right. Moving on. I like the color leaflet thing, instruction book. Tidy. Yeah, opening bonnet and everything. Now, what's in this big box? So this is what I already kind of started thinking about as soon as I had this project in mind. This is a cage. And my thing with cages is they're quite hard to find, especially metal ones, because I can't make them. I can't make a cage, I can't solder, can't braze, and I don't want to make a plastic one because it'll just snap the first time the truck rolls over. So when I found a metal cage for, I don't know, you know, I really can't remember. Doesn't say. I'll cut that bit out. So, I mean, this, I really honestly can't remember, but you have a look on Asiatees, they're not much. They're not much. And I couldn't resist. I thought, you know what? That's going to look awesome. Because not only, you know, I know I'm going to stretch this out, right? But this is going to protect the whole thing. If I'm going to make a styrene sort of thing in the middle, it's not going to be the strongest thing on the earth, right? So I figured cage is going to be an awesome thing. So that is going to sit like that. So the styrene bit will be in here. The bed will then come out the back, and I imagine this kind of bolts to the outside of the, or the inside maybe, I don't know, but it'll bolt somewhere. So that will be, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty exciting. So, you know, it's going to have a cage around the front, and then the styrene bits in here with the side panels. You can get you know, get the things, your Coolman fridge and all that stuff. And then the flatbed is going to have this sloping frame around it. Let's get this. Just making sure it's not going to. So it's gonna have to be pretty far. You see that? It's gonna have to be pretty far off the back here. Have I got that screwed in? No. So I might have to have this back out a little bit. Well, yeah. It looks a bit. See, if I put that wheel arch in there, I think that's going to be. I might have an issue somewhere along the line with that. But you know, issues, right? They're sent to triers, aren't they? So I figured I've got to have a cage, right? Got to have a cage. So that's it. So that's the project. That's what it's going to be. Oh yes, and then there's the third box. Now, I did talk about these axles, and I did talk about getting rid of them. So I have ordered new axles while I was on, and they're in the sale. I think I figured I'd have the axles as well. Now Steve has got a set of these, which is where the idea and my knowledge came from about them. They are narrower than the standard SCX 10 axles. So that brings the wheels in a little bit further to get under something skinny like the Land Rover. This isn't as skinny as I expected it to be, but still, you know. I don't really want the tyres sticking out past the wheel arches. You know what I mean? Even the flares. No, they need to be inside. So they tuck up inside and so on. So I figured, even if I bought a new chassis to replace this generally manky one, I'd still have an axle width issue. So, you know, this is a compromise. I'm keeping this chassis, but taking away the main disadvantages with it that I see. I don't think, I'm not sure these are going to bolt straight on, so again there's going to be thing here, but these are the MSA hex to hex width 166 millimeters, which I understand is narrower than these. I haven't measured these. I bought these on the kind of thing. I said to Steve, "Are these the right ones?" He went, "Yep." Done. I'm not a great one for measuring and checking and stuff. Just make it fit. So yeah. So anyway, so there's some there was lots of bits and stuff in there. Lots of things. A little pot of grease. You've got some. They've got the metal main gear, the crown gear, diff gear thing in there. So there is some metally stuff. Oh, you get the bearings as well. They're not rubber sealed bearings, but you know. Brilliant. Yeah. So that's the unboxing. That's what I've got lined up next. A stretched D90 pickup thing with hopefully a cage on and possibly an ill-fitting rear wheel arch situation and some skinny axles. And probably a really bad lacquer job at the end, as seems to be the way of things these days. So anyway, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to put all this back in the box now and put it away so I don't fiddle with it, as the actress said to the Archbishop, I believe. Right, thank you and good night.